Welcome, everyone, to the 28th session of Dungeons and Dreamscapes. So, when we last left off, you guys had a bunch of stuff that happened to you, including level ups. And if said level ups came with feats, you get both the stat and the feat. You don't have to choose.
Yeah.
All right.
I took a feat.
Cool.
Sheila
I've
dashed.
got 2 feet.
Wah, wah.
I have 5. With that said, for 1, maybe 2, inspo if you do it in character. Who would like to do last week's recap?
Make Sin do it. Sin never does it.
Sin, do it. We just reviewed it earlier. You should be good now.
Yeah, but I want to give other people a chance to get inspo because I still have like 30 something.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they clearly don't care.
Go do your recap.
I have 30 inspo. Okay, fine.
Give it to somebody else when you're done. It's fine.
You can absolutely donate it.
Okay. We started in the fucking hotel.
So it's in character then. Got it.
Is it ever not? Paige talked to not Jade, but also Jade. I made her give her a phone number. Then we explored the spooky ghost hotel. Lots of screaming. Lots of weird cat footprints. We eventually found the back room where there was more squiggle writing that people somehow fucking understand. I don't know. And Alexandra did some weird cat thing, opened a box, pulled out an owl cat. Texted that to the red lady. It is the red lady, right? I'm not losing my
Yes.
damn mind.
You're not losing your damn mind. It's the red lady.
Okay. If I had a nickel for every red lady that I had a character that knew, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice. Went to see her. Apparently it was a test of if we were trustworthy, and if we weren't, we would have been shredded by, I don't fucking know, ghost cats, maybe?
Oh no, you wish it was ghost cats. No, it was something far worse. It would have been even worse if it was Callie who solved the puzzle.
That's disconcerting.
What?
We got to ask our questions. The nightmare is up. We already kind of knew that. Previous Horn Justice may or may not be dead. I'm still confused on that.
As we all-
I don't remember the rest of the questions except for Sins.
What? You were
I only remember
only
me.
from
That sounds very sad. It's fine. Keep going.
Found out Lena doesn't know me in here, but knows a version of me. I'm still confused. And then I checked my phone and things went bad.
Alright, cool. Well,
Also,
with-
Horn Justice is currently taking a nap in my room, and I left a note for him letting him know where we are so he's not a lost little boy. There.
Mhm.
Also true.
Alright, cool.
Can he read?
Hope so.
Oh no.
Don't put that in the ether.
Callie,
This
why?
note can't stop me because I can't read.
Yeah, little did you know that 6-year-old has no fucking clue how to do
Oh,
letters
no.
and words.
Oh no.
It's not. Don't worry about it. We don't have to there's nothing to worry about. Anyway, with that, go ahead and take your 2 inspo, and you can keep it, or you can donate 1 or 2 to anyone.
Who has the least? Take 2.
Me and Trilby, I think, have the same, which is
Okay,
we
take
both
1
got
each.
0.
Yay.
Mm.
We got
I didn't have to do a damn thing. Too easy.
Next time next time it's going to be between you and
Oh
Oscar.
no, it ain't.
Yes, it
This,
is.
by the way,
Yes,
this is
it
why
will.
I never give them my inspos. That is just encouraging bad behavior.
Mhm.
Yeah, you have a point, but look, you have 17. Viola has
21.
yeah, and I have 30.
Yeah, that's fair.
Doing the recap is meant to help encourage engagement, but not much I can do. Like there's only so much I can do.
Mood.
With that said, last we saw of everyone, Sin was having a bit of a breakdown. Viola had Horn Judgment in her room, sleeping like a baby while she went to check on Sin. So then, what are y'all doing?
I am comforting Sin like a good friend.
All right. I don't remember if you guys had like your talk or not.
I think we did. Kind of. Oh, not the one with Paige, obviously.
Yeah. Mhm. So it's still kind of evening-ish hours. Like I want to say like around 6:30-ish. When you guys return to the hotel room. Paige isn't with you guys. She's on her quote-unquote date. Totally not a date.
It's not a date.
It's not a date. Nope.
Your jam.
Rose by any other name is just as sweet. You know, that kind of deal. So, for you hotel folks, is there any other particular thing you wish to discuss amongst yourselves, or we just gonna let the hours roll by?
Unless
I'm
there's
gonna
some...
hit the streets.
You're gonna hit the streets.
Yep.
Okay.
So confident am I that nothing bad will happen as a result of this investigation. I'm just gonna go and look for the two bad boys.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's what Oscar went to do as well. He's in this. If they're both gonna do that, then fucking it'll probably just take Alexandra.
Alright, let's fucking go, brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quick reminder, Lexy, you did want to take Sin with you. When
No, that's no. That was sort of that was more that like the kid had to go with someone, and I thought that mine would be the least dangerous, so Sin would come with me. But now they're just staying at the hotel, so I do not want to take Sin with me.
Okay. All right.
Ow.
But will
Well,
either...
it was because of the kid. You know, I
Okay.
don't feel like assistance will be necessary.
All right. Okay. So
As we're driving,
Mhm.
I am gonna lean over. So it kind of looked like you knew these two. How?
All right, look. So there's this video game, and there's the fourth chairman and the mad dog of Shimano.
Oh,
They are extremely not dangerous people, and I'm assuming that it will be the same here.
okay. I understand that enough. Any idea where we head first?
Well,
Can we go to the city map, please?
Oh yes.
in all likelihood, they won't be too hard to find. But probably somewhere that there's like bars, clubs, a nightlife area.
Okay. Miss DM, where is the nightlife area?
Okay.
Show me Camarocho.
Where is it?
Okay. Not Camarocho would you would hazard a guess would be like somewhere with like in the Heroes Boulevard-ish, but seeing that Camarocho is more of like a
Seedy area.
seedier place where seedy activities happen. You would hazard a guess you would find those in either Alcourt or the Knave Place.
To be fair, Camarocho's not meant to be like that.
It's not, no, but like it just tends to be like, this hub of trouble.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's built in the shitty part of
No,
town.
it's not. I'm not saying either
None of these are
Alcourt or
really the
Knave
shitty
Place are
part of
shitty.
town.
Hello?
They're at the bottom. They're dark and drab on the map in comparison. They're called Knave Place.
Let's see.
Well, maybe we'll look at
we'll
the
go to the Alcourt is new, so that might be a little bit more upscale. So I guess we'll go there first because that's also where the
I would
anti-heroes are.
like you, Oscar, to make a history check for me.
What's this for?
It is for recalling conversations that you've had in the past.
What about Alcourt getting fucked up?
No, just in general.
I mean, I have at least some of this stuff written down, so he knows that. 13.
13. Okay, so within Alcourt, you do recall that Bloomer has mentioned before that Alcourt and Knave Place are relatively new areas to Ashayin City, given the establishment of the antihero place. Knave Place, you see on Gaggle, has a relatively like newish history because of the reputation of bad guys and having like having their own central area to kind of like conduct their activities helps keep them sort of like localized in that one area, as opposed to being like super spread out across the city. It's much easier to keep track of their activities, that kind of deal. And for people who are in the career of bad guys, this is where their organizations, their groups will sort of congregate to kind of like have their headquarters built. Much like Heroes Boulevard, but still in the process of like making them.
Yeah, apartheid. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna get us to Alcourt first because that seems like, if going by the description of how they aren't really that harmful, but still have a name like Mad Dog, he's like, might be anti-heroes more than bad guys, but we'll see. So we're gonna go to Alcourt and drive around and see if we can find something.
Okay, so arriving on in Alcourt, you're going through via car, right?
Yeah. I mean, if it's faster, go up through the portal and then. If you can take a car into the portal. Can you take a car into the portal?
Yeah, I mean, like it's relatively
fuck
huge,
yeah, let's
especially if
go,
you're going
brother.
through the great
I mean,
portal.
yeah, if that's faster, then we'll go through the
Rampant.
That's pretty much like the ideal / safe way to travel around the city, given the inner network between the greater portals and the portals within Alcourt and Knave Place. It is kind of like the preferred way of traveling amongst the citizens of Ashayin. So when you get to Alcourt, traffic there is, to no one's surprise, unbelievably like virtually non-existent. But you do see there is like a part in the Alcourt where it's where foot traffic seems to be like a bigger it seems to be like a bigger not congregation, but like people seem to naturally gravitate towards one particular area of the Alcourt. And upon closer inspection, you see like there's this kind of like memorial, a makeshift memorial type of deal, cordon off site of where there seems to be like a huge battle had taken place.
Yeah, it was mentioned.
So
I
like
guess I'll-
roughly you'd be like
Yeah,
right
yeah,
around
I
here-ish.
know. I can see the crater. I guess I'll park the car somewhere and we'll hit the beat, as they say.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, for this, I would like.
I'll go to Lexi first. So I know kind of what Mad Dog looks like. We saw him. What's the fourth chairman look like? If you know about him.
He's gonna be pretty big, and he's gonna be wearing a bright white suit with a red shirt.
Sounds simple enough.
All right. So, for hitting the beat, as Oscar would put it, I would like you to make. I would actually like you to tell me how you're going to do this investigation, and I'll let you know what sort of roles you're going to need to do for this.
I guess real quick, what is everybody sort of wearing in this area? Is it like mostly homogenous, or is it crazy outfits like ours?
They have sort of more darker, more muted colors. Like if you were to have taken Sin here, Sin would have just blended right in with all of the blacks, the grays. There's some color to this, but it's mostly just to kind of like do like highlights and trimmings as far as that goes. And
People we're looking for are gonna stand out.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, pretty much.
Let's see. Hey, let me double check something.
You're the detective. Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, hang on.
I got a -1 intelligence over here, so you know.
I want to look.
I'm pretty
real-
smart.
I want to look real quick, see if there are any, just like general clothes stores around.
Yeah. That'd be actually with your passive perception, you're going to see that the clothing store like clothing slash general stores around this area kind of all look the same. Like
Yeah,
I don't know if you're familiar with like the God, what the fuck were they called from Fairy Godparents? The blocky guys.
Pixies?
The Pixies.
Oh.
Yes, there we go.
Oh.
It's
how
kind
they're
of
all in
it's
just dark suits and stuff.
yeah, like
Yeah, okay.
you see like one clothing store has like all gray suits, one clothing store has
Yeah.
all like has a
Basically-
variety of
basically-
ties type of deal. It's all very like corporate, like as far
Basically,
as
I'm
that
just
goes.
looking for like a dark, like dark coat, almost trench coat, kind of.
Okay.
To just throw on and give one to Lexi as well, because it's like, well, we stand out a bit, but if you know, put this
Okay,
on
well
the
that's
front.
just a gold for y'all, like if you're just
While he's doing that, I want to go find a leisure suit, actually.
okay.
Here, I got this nondescript clothing for you. But what are you wearing?
I'm giving you
Um,
an example of who we're looking for.
Yeah, so the leisure suit, Jesus, the leisure suit, will just be like a couple of gold with like the actual like muted trench coats that you're getting, Oscar. It's just 3 gold overall.
Well, that's 1 gold for me, 2 gold for you. I already marked mine off.
Okay, I'm
All
good.
right.
I'm marked now.
Now you don't
So
stick
I'm
out
not-
like sore thumbs, except for
You-
the fact that this is the part of Alcourt where a lot of people coming in from the portal are actually going around through the memorial, and y'all kind of just y'all just still kind of stick out like sore thumbs because of how colorful everyone is around here.
Well, you just said they weren't kind of colorful.
No, I'm saying I'm saying like the aesthetic of Alcourt is not going through that colorful shit. But like
You
the
blend in
area
with the
you're
locals,
currently
not the
in.
tourists.
Yes.
Okay.
You're dressed up as
Strange.
locals in a tourist area.
All right. So meet back up, and I'm gonna do that. All right. I found this jacket for you to wear. It's here less descriptive. What are you wearing?
I'm blending in.
Yeah, and it seems that that the locals
And I just puff and I just pop the collar on the suit as I say this.
and you see that prior to like being kind of shepherded into this one direction towards like this makeshift memorial, you just seem to kind of like back up and just kind of like blend in with the locals of Alcourt. You
Alright,
seem to not pay you much mind. Everyone just seems to be like minding their own business type of deal. Any conversation happens in a series of grunts, maybe like a nod or two.
All right. I guess I'll throw the extra coat in my bag. And let's see. So it's hard to think of like because I know who these people are. Oscar doesn't know, so I'm just trying to think of like going off of Alexander's description, what he would think
Okay.
without being too meta.
Every once in a while you do hear like the sound of fighting, not so much fighting, more so conflict. Voices are raised, maybe a few blows are exchanged before a couple of like bigger people just step in, swoop in, break it up before another thing starts up in another area.
All right. I guess just I'll use my height to look over anyone, see if there's anyone similar height as me, because they were described as being pretty big, and I will look for the trademark white and red.
Okay. I would like you to roll an investigation check for me then. Or not investigation, sorry, perception check.
Yeah, that's better off. Going to use my inspo. That wasn't better. Another 13.
Okay, so with the 13, just a cursory glance, with it's very easy for you to kind of like have your head just above the sea of people, and you don't really see anyone of the sort that even remotely match the description. Like even with the bright whites and the reds, nothing. You do note there are a couple of shifty looking fellas, just kind of like from your experience on the force, you can tell that these people look like they are inexperienced with just looking as discreet as possible. Like these are people who do not want other people like knowing that they're being shifty.
What do they look like?
They kind of look um you would have at first glance like thought that, you know, they might have been like citizens or travelers that have come to pay respects to this memorial. But no, you recognize one of them with their bright not golden but like bright yellow suit. uh they have like sunglasses on, and they have yellow construction helmet on as well.
Oh, that guy over there.
What? But it's just someone in a, I mean, they're a bit shifty, but they're just in a construction outfit.
No, that guy in the hard hat. He works with the guy that you saw earlier.
How
You
do
know.
you know? Also, you were there.
Yeah, but I was kind of out
Yeah,
of
I know
it.
you were out of it.
Look. It's a
Okay.
long
Yeah,
story.
I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna go over to the. I guess I'll go over to them. I'll kind of, if they're like looking out at the crowd, I will sort of make an effort of just like walking along, sort of looking to the side, and then turning and going straight for them with just like a kind of menacing look.
Okay.
Um,
With okay, so I would like you to make a stealth roll for this for the purpose of this.
I'm trying not to be stealthy at all.
No, but you're trying not to like raise suspicion on yourself. So like yeah.
All right. 20 total.
Okay, so with the 20, experience on the force is still kind of like, it's just like riding a bicycle as far as you're concerned. And despite like your ginormous stature, you kind of like move through the crowd. Like you see like openings every once in a while. You just manage to slip in. Lexy, I would like you to roll just a straight dexterity roll for me to keep up with Oscar.
I'm
with the
big
crowd.
enough.
You assume that I'm trying to be stealthy at all? Like,
I mean, if
I'm
you're
just
if you're also gonna be like if you're gonna follow Oscar's lead, then yeah.
I'm gonna walk straight up to him.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm doing as well.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I didn't buy this leisure suit to sneak in.
I mean, I'm not sneaking either, but she had me roll a stealth check.
It's not that you're sneaking like, oh, you're crouched down and shit like that. It's you're trying to not catch the attention of this obviously very shifty guy. That's why I wanted you to roll this
I thought they were the one I'm walking up to.
Yes, they are.
I want to catch their attention.
Yeah, we're gonna go up. We're gonna intimidate information out of him.
Okay. Roll an intimidation check for me then. Both of you.
15.
Okay.
My owl is really bringing down my intimidation right now. I feel.
Okay. So with the 15, yeah, same deal with Oscar, except you're straight up just like knocking people left and right, making a beeline for this guy. Lexi, on the other hand, is having to kind of like maneuver through your path of basically just knock down very annoyed people. And around 15-20 feet, this guy catches catches on to this, and he is going to just duck under and just like try and disappear.
I
Os-
close the gap. Thankfully, I took the mobile feat so I can dash and it won't inhibit me in difficult terrain, which is what a sea of people is.
okay.
High athletics. I would like to run.
Okay. Lexi, go ahead and roll your athletics.
I'm gonna
Oscar,
use my
do you need?
inspire on that. Okay, great, fantastic. You love
Okay.
to see it.
All right. So with the 12, yeah, you're able to just kind of like maneuver your way. You've been through to the Shibuya crosswalk.
Absolutely pity that the inspiration didn't go the roll.
I mean,
This is like
that's
a
what happened
fucking
to me
cakewalk
just
for you.
earlier. And,
Oscar, do you need to roll for that?
no, I just dash because I
Okay.
am mobile.
All right. So so yeah, you're so what essentially happens is Oscar, you manage to kind of like put yourself in front of this guy's path. Lexi, you corner him from behind as well, and you're both just essentially like within 5 feet
I would
of this
like to
guy.
loom over him. Excuse me, but I have reason to believe you know Mad Dog.
And
Probably
uh,
fourth German as well.
and with that, I would like you, Oscar, to make an intimidation check for me with advantage.
Larry B. Lumen.
That's not too bad. Another 15.
Okay, so with the 15, you see this guy is just like quaking, like knees a knocking, legs a shaking type of deal, and he's like, okay, uh, you, is all you get from this guy,
Jesus Christ.
and at this point you do see like a couple more heads in the crowd making their way over to y'all, similar yellow construction helmets as well, going like, hey.
Deep breaths. Can you speak properly and tell me? You're hyperventilating. Slow.
Hold on, I'm not good at this, I'm new. Hi.
Just breathe
Um,
deeply.
mm.
You have to be calmed down by the person intimidating you.
And he's just gonna make a quick hand signal, and the construction helmets from the sea of people that you see making their way over to y'all stop and then move back, and this guy just goes, can we talk somewhere a little quieter than this? I'm still kind of
Is
on
there
the
an
job.
alley?
Yeah, there's an alley. There's
Oh,
definitely
I will
alleys around.
smile, kind of like a little enjoying this, and just be like, "Oh, I don't mind at all," and I'm going to push him into the alley.
And he kind of like stumbles as you
Not like hard push him, and I'll put my hands on his shoulders and sort of lead him into.
Come with me.
For some reason you see another person in a hat make eye contact with you, sort of doing the same thing, and he kind of like nods to you before he disappears into the alley, kind of like a same hat
Okay.
expression on his face. And
Are there any like crates or anything I can sit this guy on?
yeah, there's like a crate, there's a dumpster, there's like a hobo.
Okay,
What?
no, I won't sit him on the hobo. I will sit him on the crate.
And he just looks like a kid that got caught taking a cookie from the jar.
All right, I will stand in the way of the street so that he can't run away.
Mhm.
Now, tell me calmly, and where do you know where the fourth chairman and Mad Dog are?
I know where one of them is my boss. I'm supposed to
Oh,
report.
Okay, that's a good start. Where?
Well, that's kind of the thing. Mad dogs are kind of makes themselves scarce. Until until me and my buds let him know if we have a sighting of the fourth chairman. For a big guy, he's kind of really hard to find for some reason. Um.
Do you
Yeah.
know where you usually see him?
No, he literally appears anywhere. Like we've tried hanging out by convenience stores. We tried hanging out by bike racks. We even tried hanging out by the local arcades and stuff. And I don't know, like he could be anywhere really. And
All right, well, do me a favor and call him and tell him you saw the fourth chairman around here.
Is that wise?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage for me.
I mean, I'm not trying to persuade him. I'll intimidate him.
No, well, it's more that you don't really command the same kind of intimidation as maybe Mad Dog would.
Because of the owl. Just because of the owl, isn't it?
The owl has been like on your shoulder, just kind of like trying to puff itself up.
I'll like unbutton my shirt and like push my boobs into him a bit. You know, do me a favor.
Mhm.
Maybe what you need to do is give the owl like a little knife. Get some like construction construction paper and like sort of stick angry eyebrows into its face.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So with a 14, you do see like he is like kind of eyeing both, like eyes darting between you, Lexy and Oscar, before he kind of like pulls out like this brick of a phone and just kind of like dial on it.
Can I real quick? Can I see what the number is off what he's dialing?
Make what is that?
Probably a perception.
Perception.
Yeah, make a perception check with disadvantage.
Don't worry about it. Can't see shit.
Oh boy.
Even with blind sight and dark vision. Nope.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He's he kind of has like the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And unfortunately, you're not able to get the number. And he kind of like talks in hushed tones. And he kind of like sits there and goes, "Pip, please don't kill me." Or
What?
or-
Why would we kill you?
What?
No, I mean,
Just-
you know, like, please don't bubble me. Like, I don't know if y'all are heroes or whatever. I'm just trying to do my job. Like,
I couldn't care less. Get the fuck out of here. We already called him.
oh yeah. And he just kind of like scampers away. Comes back because the construction helmet fell off his head and he had to come back to get it.
I will pick it up for him and hand it to him.
And he just murmurs a quick thank you. And you wait like maybe 10-ish minutes before you hear and just like coming from one side of the alley, not even like above the alley, no, you just see like a manhole cover just like pop and just kind of like land maybe like 5 feet away from you guys.
I will catch it.
Before this familiar looking fella comes strolling over to y'all with a baseball bat in his hand, and he just
No roll. That means I've just caught the manhole, right?
Hmm?
I caught the manhole. You didn't have me roll for it, so I just did, right?
No, it just clatters.
Yeah, that's
Get
what
fucked, Oscar.
I want to try. I want to try to catch the manhole.
Okay. Roll an
Athletics.
yeah, roll an athletics check for me.
Hang on.
All right, this is the roll to waste your 20 on. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, I can add that to that.
The laugh went through, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
4, so 8. Wait, just strength or athletics plus. So then add 19.
Okay, so with a 19, yeah, you just managed to just kind of like track it and then grab it out of the air. And before y'all do that, we're gonna go scoot back over to actually, Paige, Viola, please make a straight
Yeah.
D20 for me.
A straight D20? Oh,
Yes.
man. All right, I'm
I
going to
don't
roll
know
it.
Let's go
anything
back
straight
over to
very
Horn
well.
Judgment, who's lost in the hotel.
I rolled a 12, which happens to be my favorite number.
Oh, everybody forgot the kid. Ah, shit. He's having to
I
home alone his way through the city.
I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Home Alone 4, Lost in Ashayin.
Okay, so with the 12s, we're going to go back to Viola and Sin. Viola currently consoling Sin.
Yeah, I'll be
Yep.
Go to the bathroom.
I'm trying my best.
Alright.
All right. She has at this point brought Sin whatever the special drinking mug has, a whole bunch of blankets, and is about to build a pillow fort around her.
I was going to say, like, y'all are basically making a pillow fort from
Hell yeah.
leaves. Wait, are you in?
No, we're in Sin's room.
You're in
so...
Sin's room. Okay, so
Yeah.
you've built it. You built this like out of furs. You've built this out of some spare logs and stuff like that. Mostly
Mhm.
furs.
Yeah.
Fair
Kind of like
logs,
a makeshift
what?
tent.
Yep, there are logs for your fireplace, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh,
Firewood,
yeah, that does
sorry.
make sense. Yeah. Okay. I'm just picturing like big ass logs, and I'm like, what the fuck is this hotel for?
It's lumberjack time. No,
It's nothing if not dedicated to the aesthetic of its current occupant.
Yeah. Viola very serious. She is very intensely serious as she's trying to figure out the architecture of this pillow fort.
Meanwhile, Sin, you've seen the reply, right? And you haven't
Yep.
okay, and you haven't done a reply back or even glanced at it after.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, just probably looked at it again, trying to figure out like what the fuck to say.
Okay. So yeah, so then you just have the phone in front of you. Viola's making the pillow fort. Very impressive architecture. Like if very, very strong foundation, very stable cornerstones and stuff like that. It's kind of impressive actually. It's almost like you've done this before.
Yeah. What do you think?
How many times have you done this?
My roommate gets depressed pretty often, and I found sometimes she likes this, so I've gotten real good at it. Also, I used to do it all the time with my younger siblings growing up, when we used to share a room. It was kind of a, we'd get
It
flashlights,
shows.
read stories.
This is impressive.
Thank you. I had different materials to work with this time. I've never used logs before. Usually I had to find some what's that called? Clothing rope. What's that called? Where you hang out your clothes to dry. What's that called? Clothesline. You usually have to find some clothesline, some clothespins, lots of sheets, and sometimes tape. So this is much easier. So
Huh.
you gonna say something? She points to the phone.
What can I say to make her believe me?
I mean, I guess you could tell her something only she would know. I know you said like you did the nicknames and stuff, but maybe you have to, you know, keep going.
Looks kind of thoughtful, like glancing at the phone, glancing back a couple of times. I guess I could say how we came up with them.
Yeah. If you need help like typing it out, I'm really used to typing messages from my roommate to her crushes on her phone. So if you need help with that, just let me know. I'm a very good dictator. I mean, like, you know, not a dictator like a ruler, but like, you know, writing what people are saying.
She actually chuckles a little bit. I got what you meant.
Just making
Although,
sure.
we all fear the day that you choose the other kind.
Oh, me? Oh man, I couldn't be a dictator. I'd feel too sad. That'd be hard. She kind of scratches the back of her head and gives you a thumbs up.
Viola, make a really quick history check for me.
History check. I'm gonna spend inspo because I have it. 16.
All right. So with the 16, as you grab the phone, a very brief vision flashes before your eyes. You are back in your college room with your roommate, just kind of, well, not roommate, with your best friend sitting on one end of your bed, and you in another. Your friend is looking very expectantly at you as they kind of they're kind of like bouncing on the bed almost, while you both have like this phone in between both of you, just kind of like talking with each other before you hear and kind of like feel the phone get a message, and she just kind of like pushes the phone towards you, and before she goes, I can't look. Can you read it for me? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I can't believe that you talked me into sending the message.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll read it. And it's gonna be fine.
What if he says no?
He's not gonna hate you. You just asked him how his day was.
I kind of do want to know what his day is, but I kind of also sort of know how his day has already gone. But you know, it's kind of like it's sort of really polite.
Lizzie.
Oh my god, he's so
breathe, hot. Lizzie. It's okay. You literally see him all the time. It's not that weird to say this. I promise. We went over this for 20 minutes before I sent it, okay? It's gonna be okay.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready, but
I'm clicking on it.
Okay.
I'm clicking on it.
Ray, you're gonna give me a heart attack.
She will push a pillow in her arms. And she will read the message.
Okay. And message is kind of like curt. A very one-sided or not one-sided, one-worded reply uh from this guy. Just goes fine. And you kind of like look at your carefully crafted message of, hey, I know this is Lizzie from so and so class. I know this may look a little out of the blue, but I just wanted to ask how your day has been going, and if at all possible, would it be cool with you if we could meet up and kind of like discuss today's homework type of deal. And the reply you get is one word.
This is why I stopped dating boys.
Or well, it's not one word, but like it's one sentence.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a very curt, very curt, cool, and follow with a shore.
God, it's too real. Well, Lizzie, he
What was it? What is it? What did it say? He said no, didn't he? Oh my god.
No, he didn't say no. He didn't say no. He said he's cool and sure. So he's willing to meet up. He's willing to meet up for your homework. That's good news, right?
And you kind of like see Lizzie's face fall a little when you say that the replies were cool and sure, and she just goes, wait, really? Just cool? Sure?
Well, he said yes, right? And you know how guys are. They don't like to be extravagant with their words. I'm sure
Right.
he's just like busy or something, right?
You didn't write anything like super creepy, right? Like,
Of course not. We talked about it. I wrote what you wanted to say. I was very careful. I swear, he doesn't think you're creepy.
you're sure? Because like, this could be my one chance. This could be my one chance, Ray. Like, you wouldn't
Hey.
understand. And she kind of like takes the phone from you, and the vision fades from your mind.
Oh God. Oh fuck. Talking about my high school and college years. Yikes. So what you see, Sen, I guess, is when the phone is in Viola's hands, is she freezes a bit, and her hair at first turns a more kind of autumn color, but you kind of see like when winter's starting to come, how there's no like icicles yet, but the leaves are starting to fade to brown and crinkle up. And she just kind of freezes while looking at a space in front of her.
Gonna like wave a hand in front of her eyes.
Huh?
You good?
Oh wow. Sorry. Just that was weird.
You
Flashback.
spaced out for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. Dream, world, logic stuff. You want me to type? I'll do it whatever you want it to be. We'll make sure it's perfect, and I promise that she's not gonna think you're a weirdo.
I got the impression she already does, but
Well, I don't want to mess this up for you. I mean, I won't mess this up for you. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. She
You
kind of fiddles. a bit
sure
with the
you're all right?
Me? Yeah. We gotta make sure that we get this message right, so that you can see your fiance and make that be good, because she's really important to you, and I'm not gonna screw this up for you.
Didn't think you were going to, but I'm suddenly concerned now.
Oh God, I make you
Are
concerned.
You're sure you're good?
She kind of looks between you and the phone. I remember how I said I used to do this for my friend?
Yeah, it was like 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, I kind of lied. She didn't really like it when I did that. I'm actually not very good, but I want to be helpful. So, I want to try. She seems a little rambly, I would say.
Sorry, I'm debating on what Sin's gonna do here.
That's
Mhm.
fine.
Sin is just gonna kind of grab a hold of her arms, pull her into a hug. You can try.
She stiffens in surprise at that.
Yeah, no one
And
expects Sin to hug them.
yeah, no one expects this Inquisition.
It's pretty good. I'm using that.
That was a good one.
Flowed right
That
out.
was
I look so disappointed.
Only because I was thinking it.
All right. She so Viola kind of stiffens a bit, and then you kind of hear your phone being dropped as she seems to suddenly cling a little bit, and then 5 seconds later she immediately lets go, and tries to keep a big smile on her face. Thanks for believing in me. I appreciate it a lot.
I mean, I've literally trusted you with my life, so there's that.
Fair. I suppose this place really is a do or die kind of thing, huh?
I mean, it seems to be.
Yeah. She frowns as she looks back at the phone. I just, I don't want to mess things up with your true love and stuff,
I mean, nothing you can do already has the chance of being worse than what I've already possibly done.
She thinks about that for a moment and slowly nods. Huh. I mean, not that you're screwing things up, I just and she picks up the phone and looks at it. So how did those nicknames come to be?
Just gonna real quick first, just gonna try to wipe at her eyes, make it look like she hasn't been sobbing her eyes out for the last however fucking long at this point.
It's okay. The mascara running down actually makes the whole look
Really drives home the edginess. Is that what you're trying to say?
You really got the edgy goth emo don't give a fuck look. I mean, don't give a crap look. Oh god, don't tell my mom.
How would I? If I wanted to.
Yeah, she's not here, is she? Huh.
No, and I generally don't give a fuck.
She her hair turns into spring colors, various wildflowers, as she the first time you laugh after being in a depressive episode,
Mood.
Yes.
the little manic almost. That's how she's laughing right now. It's such a funny word, fuck.
Viola,
sorry.
You
Then
feel
glances at the cup, making sure there's no drugs hidden in it.
Yeah, it
When
does
she-
not seem like anyone spiked it or anything.
This is
No?
apparently all natural.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Fucking fuck. It's so silly.
Every time you say fuck, the that feeling that started in the middle of your chest just keeps getting bigger.
She kind of falls over as she's kind of just giggling a little bit, and then you know, probably a few seconds later she sits back up and goes, wow, I'm sorry, that was really weird. We should get back to your phone. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize. I was just worried I broke you somehow for a second.
Oh, no. It's kind of weird. She scratches at her hair as petals start falling off. Like, I've always been told by my friends that I'm pretty hot and cold. You know, sometimes I'm really somber and serious, and sometimes, you know, I'm just really silly and out there. And this form, like, makes that really extreme for some reason. Like, when I'm sad, I'm really, really sad. And when I'm laughing, it's, like, uncontrolled.
And literally changes your hair.
Yeah! Hair, sometimes my clothes change colors. It's really weird.
Dream world, I guess.
So you do
guess.
actually notice that there are more like pastel pinks and greens on Viola's color. That's the dominating
Ew,
aesthetic
colors.
now.
Color blindness.
Yeah, you kind of like make a face.
Yeah, it's weird. Dream logic is kind of funky. That being said, you're really rocking the tear stained eye mascara look. You look like you could be in a goth punk photo shoot right now.
Had a nickel for every time I'd been told that.
Maybe we should take some pictures. Oh my gosh, it's like a model.
I mean, that should help, right? Like,
Pictures. Of
I
course.
have that one picture with me, but not me.
Right. Well, okay. She takes your phone and gets to the camera option. Okay, you need to do the most Sin, or I forgot your real name. The most Sin like real name face that you could make.
It just gives you a deadpan stare.
Oh, perfect. She takes the picture.
Yep, and you you take the picture and do you send it?
There's gonna be a message with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Was the text of what she sent actually in here? So I actually get everything.
I can send it.
Oh, yep. No,
again.
I found it.
Okay.
I know the nicknames because it's me, Sin. I gave you the nickname because of how you scrunch your nose when you're frustrated at an art project, and it's adorable. And you gave me mine because I get distracted by shiny things and giving them to you like the raven.
Okay. And you send that as a message?
Assuming Viola doesn't change it, yes.
Oh no, she is very careful. She will look it over and change some syntax. She's like, you gotta capitalize that letter. Also, I think there'd be a comma here. Otherwise, it's perfect. It's so cute. I'm kind of jealous. Well, I guess I shouldn't be jealous, but I'm a little jealous. Either way, you ready to send?
Yeah, I think so.
And send.
And it's out in the ether. As
I'm sure this won't backfire at all.
you hear a soft knock on your door, Sin. And we'll find out who is behind that door after we get to Paige. Paige,
Yeah.
you have just had totally not a date with totally not Jade.
Yeah.
/ Nephrite. What are you doing?
Yeah, after she gets outside, I think she probably just wanders for a little while before, and then eventually she'd make her way back to the hotel.
Okay.
I think just a lot of thoughts on the mind.
Mm-hmm. So, during the course of your wandering, you kind of describe to me how you're feeling after that. Like, is Paige feeling elated, worried, type of deal?
No, I would not say she feels elated. I think she feels like because it sucks seeing someone you know really well and not having them recognize you. But yeah, I think she's more conflicted than anything. She's just kind of trying to process that and trying to maybe not think about it that much as she's just kind of wandering around the city and seeing what there is to see.
Okay. So during the course of that, you've actually run into like a couple of quote unquote encounters with some of the citizens of Ashayin City. Overhead, you've gotten familiar with the resounding boom that's coming from the beam shooting out and hitting the dome type of deal to indicate the rolling of the new hour. And you know, for some reason this doesn't surprise you anymore. This is normal to you now. And right now the more occupying thoughts running through your head right now is, how can Jade not recognize it's me? What is going on with this Marcus? Is Marcus me? Is Marcus Lucas?
Yeah.
And then you hear a familiar hiss.
Hiss?
Mm-hmm. A hiss of like just
like a cat hiss? Like a cat's hiss?
No, like a hostile hiss from the one person who seemingly lives rent free in your head.
Oh, good.
Inaudible. It in the wake of your more prevalent thoughts, whatever insult she's throwing at you, whatever whatever demeaning comments she makes about you, you seem to not notice it. And you just kind of like stride through the streets of Ashayin City, walking like you own the place, before you promptly kind of bump, literally quite literally bump into someone. And I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw to keep yourself from stumbling.
Sure. All right. Dex saves are 3, so 13 total.
Okay, so with a 13, you are able to catch your yourself. And at first you think, oh, did I quite literally walk into a wall. No. Looking up, you see hulking stature of a man. Kind of like looking down at you with piercing eyes. Mouth in a frown, but you don't see that he's angry or anything. Like, more than anything, like, he just looks like he has like a rough face. His black hair is just kind of like slicked back. He's wearing a gray leisure suit with a red shirt underneath, and he's just kind of like looking at you. And he goes, "Oh, sorry about that."
No, that was my fault. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking where I was going. Ow.
Are you okay?
Yeah. No, I'm fine. God, I get hit harder than that all the time. Oh. She kind of like shakes her head up. Do I recognize this person?
You do not. But it looks like you may or may not have wandered into a scene, because now that you kind of you've been kind of like jarred from your thoughts and into like a more active presence with your surroundings. You kind of notice that you're kind of in the middle of what seems to have been like a battlefield of sorts. There are a couple of groaning individuals strewn about on the ground. There's the wrecked remains of a couple of bikes. There is a guy who looks like he has been through the ringer, and now that you notice it, he actually has one guy in his this guy that you bumped into has one guy in his arm, just kind of like begging for mercy.
I'm sorry, did I miss something?
No. This just happens for some reason. These people, for some reason, my face just seems to attract a fight.
I know how that is. You alright?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Are you alright?
Yeah. I don't see why I wouldn't be. Do you need help with this? Or...
No. And he just kind of like, just goes, 1 second. And he throws the guy 10 feet into the air. And as the guy is falling, his fist makes contact with the guy's face and sends him flying 20 feet into a telephone pole.
Are you sure you're the good guy?
No.
Fair enough. I know how that is. Okay.
I don't seek fights, but I'm not one to refuse one.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense. I guess.
You should get out of here. And
what?
And he promptly takes your hand and leads you away from the scene. Into an alleyway and into another, and before you know it, you find yourself in a bar, on a bar counter with a drink in front of you.
Okay.
And the guy's
literally
just
got a hand
sitting...
ready to grab her whip. She's literally got like a hand ready to grab her whip when strange large guys pull her into an alleyway. That's not good.
Oh no. He led you through an alleyway, and now you're sitting at a bar counter with a drink in front of you.
Been a real whirlwind of a few minutes.
Okay. Do I know how I got to the bar counter?
Yeah. It just looks like the bar itself is like in a discrete part, kind of looking more like the similar to the hole in the wall that that Nephrite and you had your totally not date in, but this one is more
Yeah.
like situated in like a more secluded part of the same block that not same block, but like um a few blocks away from said hole in the wall. Like
Fair enough.
you still know how to get back into the main street type of deal.
Yeah. She's gonna put a hand over the top of her drink.
Mhm.
Uh,
Sorry, you're probably gonna want some water instead.
no, just always a good lesson to cover your drinks.
Good lesson.
Mhm. Why are we here?
Cool down. Take the heat off, and I didn't want you to get involved in whatever mess I'm going to get involved in.
Oh, are you a bad guy?
No,
Are you an anti-hero?
no.
Okay.
I'm just your regular old citizen.
Okay, so how come we had to like go through that whole rigmarole?
And he just kind of like looks at you and then kind of like puts a hand under his under his face. My face kind of attracts fights.
Right. Yeah, you mentioned that. Okay. Right. She takes a large pull of her drink. Well, I'm sorry, what's your name?
You can call me Kazuma.
Kazuma. Okay. Like from the anime?
And he kind of like raises an eyebrow at that.
Nah, never mind.
Gaijin.
Okay. Well, I'm Liliana. Nice to meet you.
Kazuma does.
So Kazuma.
Nice to meet you too. And he kind of like raises a glass to you and then takes a swig at it.
She'll do the same. So you don't have any idea why those guys wanted to like beat you up?
No, I have a brief idea of why.
Is it because of your face?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I seem to have attracted the attention of someone very unsavory, and the guys that I seem to encounter frequently as of late all seem to work for him.
Oh. Well, that's well, I mean, I'm kind of in the business of fighting unsavory people. I mean, they have to be very unsavory, but yeah. Who?
Don't know. They just call him boss, so I'm assuming boss.
Boss. Okay. I mean, we fought a guy. Well, we didn't fight him, but we met a guy who was boss. But then his name was Mad Dog. So I don't know.
And he kind of like when you mention Mad Dog, he just kind of goes, "Huh."
Hey.
Before he pours out another glass, pours himself another glass and takes another swig at it. Why would Mad Dog want anything to do with me?
I can safely say I do not know. I don't know really anybody here or why they do anything, actually. This place is very confusing.
It'll do that, but hey, at least it's not boring.
Yeah, it's not boring. That's true. Grant you that.
I take it you're new?
Yes. That would be the yes, correct. from I'm not from around here actually at all. Very, very outside of here.
Ah, me neither. But
Uh,
settled
Dare I
here.
ask where from?
Hmm?
Dare I ask where you're from?
And he just kind of like has this 1,000-yard stare that you've come to recognize from Sin's 1,000-yard stares as I don't want to talk about it.
Fair enough. I'm from Chicago, so
She
she gives a thumbs up.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Huh.
United States? No? Okay.
United.
No. No, it's fine. That's basically the answer I always get.
I take it you're a dreamer.
Dreamweaver, but yeah, I guess kind of the same thing.
Aren't we all?
No, not like. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm a dreamer. We'll go with that.
Well, with any luck, when you eventually, and he kind of like air quotes this, disappear, at the very least, you won't get wrapped up with this. And he kind of like gestures to himself.
That sounds more appealing all the time. Hey, out of morbid curiosity, you don't know when dreamers die, do they wake up?
I've never known a dreamer to die. They just kind of poof. And he literally says poof. Don't know how to describe it really. I didn't even know that was possible, really. I thought that was just a denizen type of deal.
Yeah, it's well,
It's kind of how you can tell a dreamer from a denizen is if they die, they're a denizen. If they don't, they're a dreamer.
That's a really unfortunate test given the answers.
Yeah, I mean, I left that life behind. Saw my fair share of unfortunate circumstances. And came to this city seeking a better life for me and my daughter.
Oh. What's her name?
Haru.
Haru?
Haru.
Oh, that's very nice. Pretty name. Well, I'm sorry that you're still being attacked. That's not exactly the peaceful life you're looking for.
Honestly, with how my old life used to be, this is peaceful.
This is peaceful. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's rough, buddy.
Not as rough as whatever your story is, apparently.
No,
It's not every day I have to defend someone, just kind of preoccupied with thoughts, just wandering into one of my fights, actually.
Yeah. My bad. I got someone living in my head recently, and she's a really shitty roommate.
What's her name?
I'd say it, but I usually get in trouble when I say it. People don't like hearing it.
Well, penny for your thoughts.
A penny for my thoughts. This is all very weird. Are my thoughts? Don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. here. I thought I did, and now I don't know anymore because the person I listened to was lying to me. And I don't know. More and more, I just want to be home.
You can't go home?
No.
Well,
I mean, maybe I can. We'll find. I guess if I find out what happens to a dreamer when they die, maybe I can.
Well, wouldn't really mean much coming from me, but in my opinion, only person you gotta listen to is yourself.
That has historically been a very poor decision.
And you learn.
That's how I ended up with my roommate.
Well, then you learn from your mistakes. You get back up. It's how you bounce back. It's how you keep yourself in the fight. And if doing it yourself isn't feasible, well, there's always friends, there's always companions that you can rely on. You don't have to do it alone.
Perhaps. Maybe you're right. She thinks for a moment. She finds out that you're helping me and being nice to me. She'll take it out on you. Don't take any unnecessary chances for a while.
And at that, he kind of you see the slightest hint of a smile just flit across his lips before he takes a swig of his drink. He goes, "Well, it ain't the first time I pissed someone off."
It's not you she'll go after.
And again,
she finishes her drink.
And again, it ain't the first time people have come after my daughter just to get to me.
Then you will be better prepared to handle it than most, I'm sure. She stands up. I'm going to go find a bed.
Leave out the back door. Mama will let you know. And as you look up, you actually do see a human with black hair, kind of like in a nice like blouse and a nice little mini skirt, just kind of like bow to you. He just calls me Mama. I'm Serena. This is my bar.
Ah, nice to meet you, Serena.
Yeah. Sorry.
Would you mind showing me out the back?
Yeah.
Oh, Liliana. Nice to meet you.
Liliana. All right. Well, Liliana, don't be a stranger. And he kind of she kind of like winks at you as she says that. It's not often that Cosima brings around a lady friend.
He has a ways to go on asking consent, but yes.
Yeah, he's more of a he's a man of few words. Prefers to let his fists do the talking kind of deal. But, you know,
yeah.
I totally get it. If it's any consolation, he was trying to help.
If he hadn't been, he would not be alive right now. Lovely to meet you, Serena. I am going to go.
Don't be a stranger. And she kind of like waves you out as the back door opens, or what you presume to be the back door.
Yep. She gets out into like the back alley and is just like, well, that was fucking weird.
Mm-hmm. And
do
you turn around?
I mean, She might like glance back at the door as it's closing.
Door is not there when you
Never mind.
You,
Now it was fucking weird. She
Yep,
wonders
you were-
vaguely if she just had a fever dream.
You are staring at a brick wall. Is what's happening.
I hate it here. And she's gonna turn and head back to the hotel.
All right. As we do that, Lexy and Oscar, we go back to you guys. As you see this familiar figure, in a snakeskin jacket, tight leather pants, demon mask, just kind of like hanging off on one side. Same side has an eye patch on it. Just kind of like strolling down to you guys. And he just goes, "Ah, finally. We get to have our fight!" Ah, shit, it's you guys.
Yeah.
What do you want? I'm busy.
Information.
Information.
I lean over to Alexandra. What did we want? No. We were told that you and a certain chairman are considered problem children, air quotes.
Who fucking said
in-
that? I'll fucking rip their skulls out.
Bloomer.
Where's that old fucking hag would say that? Listen, just
Anyway,
because
that's not what I'm here about. What I'm here about is what that might afford you in terms of things you know. We're looking into the incident that led to the disappearance, death of the former Horned Judgment, and we were told you might be a place to start.
and he kind of like looks at you at that. Before he goes, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Roll an insight check.
I mean, it seems so stupid. I don't know if I need this. Let's see. Insight, that's a 25.
With a 25, yeah, he's lying through his teeth right now.
Uh-huh. I suppose you don't know anything about the giant hole that's in the city. Not at all.
Yeah?
You want to actually tell me what you know, or are you just going to keep lying?
I don't got any reason to say shit to you. I mean, what the fuck are you even doing here anyway? Where'd that little shit that called me go?
He scampered. He's new. Don't take it too hard on him. He shot himself practically.
It's so hard to find good fucking help these days. Ugh. Alright, tell you what. We'll make a deal. You do
Okay.
something for me. I'll tell you what I know. Sound like a plan?
Oh. What do you need?
I need a fight. Not with you guys.
Please. Okay.
With one
The
specific
fourth
person.
chairman.
Yep. I need
So
y'all
we
to
we
find him
find the
for
fourth
me.
chairman. Yeah. Okay. All right. Saw that coming from 3,000 miles away.
Don't know how the fuck this guy keeps disappearing. Don't know how the fuck he keeps just laying my boys flat. But it's starting to fucking annoy me. I want to know what makes this guy tick. I want to know where this guy pisses.
A little personal, but okay, I get what you're coming from.
And
Have you ever actually fought him before, or have you just heard of him?
Oh my god, I wanna fucking fight so bad! Every fucking time I show up, he's gone! He's fucking gone! And I don't know how the fuck he keeps doing it. And I got eyes everywhere! Literally fucking everywhere. So, what I need y'all to do is find out who this guy is, or persuade him to come to me.
No, it's not, Sin. Okay.
Just one fight. I just need one fucking fight. Because every goddamn time I hear some shit about this guy, it just makes my blood fucking boil. Because he sounds like a real fucking good time, is what he sounds like. He sounds like he can actually throw a punch and take one. He ain't no fucking little sissy boy who just don't bubble me. It's no fucking fun. He actually doesn't give a goddamn shit if property's damaged or oh no, advertisements can't roll because fucking sick of that shit. And ever since, you know, the that fucking deal with the horny judgment, yeah, that guy. Oh, look, I'm the symbol of fucking Ashayin City, and oh no, I'm all dead and shit. So, I died. Don't see me fucking crying about it.
Wait, what?
Hmm?
I'm sorry, you've died?
Yeah, that's how I lost my eye.
I'm gonna turn to Alexandra. Did he actually? I guess Charlie's talking to someone. I'm not sure I follow the logic, but
I didn't literally fucking die.
I know. Clearly.
Shit happened. People I knew got into some real fucked up shit. I ended up essentially dying, air quotes. And this is how that's how I came to be here. Fucking old people.
I'm sorry, someone was talking to me. What's going on?
I was making a joke where he's like, he said he died, and I'm leaning over to Alexandra like, did he actually die?
That didn't really tell me what's going on.
We're talking with Mad Dog.
All right. Did anybody actually say anything important?
Basically, we need to. I asked what he knew. He said nothing. He was lying through his teeth, definitely. And basically, we need to find the fourth chairman before he tells us anything.
Okay, gotcha.
And he basically went on a rant about how he can't fight anyone, and he mentioned something about how he died.
I don't care what you gotta do to get.
I'll fight him. I'll fight.
No,
You'll fight him?
I don't want to fucking fight you.
Why not?
Well, one, you're a dame. Two, you're not the
Wow.
fourth chairman. Three, I make it a policy not to hit dames, alright?
I'll fight you then.
You're not the fourth
looks-
chairman.
Unbelievably offended.
I don't want to fucking
Oh.
fight either of you.
I'll walk up and sock him in the face.
No.
Alright, make an attack roll.
Wait, what do you... Oh, no.
Alright, 22 hits, roll damage.
The 5 is the damage, isn't it? Did it not write over the damage?
No, you
There's a 5
you
there.
need to click on arms.
Oh, you click
There
the
go.
button. Right,
Yep.
right.
Okay, so you deal 9 damage as you just like walk up to this guy and just fucking sock him. And he takes it relatively well. And just kind of like looks at you and goes like, Just kind of like, holding his jaw, just like, oh yeah, decent punch. Shit, you hit
Alright.
harder than any of my, than most of my fucking boys. Shit. You need work? How do you feel about construction helmets?
I mean, I'm kind of busy at the moment. I'm a dreamweaver, kind of can't really stay.
And I'm the fucking Oracle in Firbolg Keep. Yeah, you know, the whole deal. Okay, listen. I don't care what you gotta do to get this guy out and just convince him to meet with me. I just want one fucking fight with him, alright? The more I hear about this guy, the more he just gets my blood fucking boiling, and ugh! I just want to fight him. And then maybe
All
y'all.
right.
And then maybe you. Because you
Well,
actually know how to throw a punch.
We'll see what we can do.
Cool. Y'all know
How to get to you? No, I mean, besides find a random goon in construction uniform and get him to crack.
That's pretty much it.
Don't
You know
actually
what?
just give me your number so we skip a step.
And he pulls out his phone and sends you his contact info. You now have the
Thank
contact
you.
info of the Mad Dog.
Alright. Well, at least this will make it easier. Sorry for dragging you out, unfortunately, but hopefully this will get you what you want. Get us both what we want.
Please. I'm
Oh,
ready to fucking
hang on.
go.
Hang on, we didn't actually seal this, and he's going to. I don't know if the custom translates, but he's gonna hawk a loogie into his hand and shake it out. Deal?
He kind of like makes a face at that and goes like, "It's fucking gross, dude."
Also, like, what the fuck?
No, doesn't translate. All right, whatever. I'll just wipe it on the coat. Anyway, we've got a deal, correct?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
let me know if you see the guy, if you talk to the guy, or just let him know that I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Oh, I'm fucking hungry. And he just like turns on his heel and walks away.
I imagine
no.
he just falls back into the manhole.
Hmm?
The sewer. I imagine he just turns to walk away and falls right back into the sewer.
Yep. All right. So what do
I'll
y'all do
look
now?
down and I'll just put the manhole on top. I'm gonna put a text in the group chat being like, "Hey, we're looking for the fourth chairman. We'll get some information out of it. Here's the description of him."
Huh.
Hey, you over there.
So y'all get this group chat, and Paige seem to recognize features seem a little strikingly familiar to you.
Yeah. She'll text back. I think I just saw that guy. Actually, I think I just had a drink with him.
Did Lillian have a drink with a guy? Doesn't seem her style.
That doesn't
Or
sound
Paige.
that sounds a little heterosexual. That doesn't seem right.
I'll text that.
Oscar will text back. Is he still there?
Uh,
The text back, wait, you had a hetero interaction?
she texts back. He pulled me into a bar. I did not give him permission. And then she'll say, when I left the bar, there was a stone wall there.
Viola will text a disappearing bar in all caps.
Everybody's gonna just mull that one over for a second.
Oscar's gonna ask. Just tell me where you are.
Yeah,
There is a resounding boom overhead for all of you. It is now 8 o'clock.
she'll text just where she is,
Okay.
and just say she's on her way. She's walking back to the hotel right now.
So that'll be a place to investigate. And Oscar will just shout down the manhole, "Hey, he was at this place just not too long ago."
Say no fucking more. I'm on my way. And you just hear just
Just
like
hear a tidal wave.
Yup.
Whoosh.
And for some reason, you hear like a guitar riff, like just in the distance. Weird.
Well, he'll get there before us, probably look it over and leave, and then we can get there and see what might actually be happening.
Okay, so by the time Lexi and Oscar and
Well, actually,
everyone
he'll
else,
turn to Lexi, or is this a waste of time?
I mean, it's hard to say. It'll probably end up being a waste of time, but you never know. It's not like we have much else to investigate right
Yeah.
now.
Fair. All right. So yeah, we'll go over there.
all right. So by the time everyone congregates back into the hotel, we're
Well,
going.
no,
Hmm?
you mean those three?
Yeah.
We're not going back.
Well,
Okay.
wait, I thought you and Lexi were also.
No,
going.
we're going to the place where
We're on the beat. We're on the hunt right now.
yeah,
Okay.
we're going to where
Where Paige
Liliana
was.
just was. Yeah,
Okay.
in the bar.
All right. Okay. That journey will take you roughly 30 to 45 minutes. In
Right.
that interim, we're gonna go back to Viola and Sin really quick. As a soft knock.
They're having the emotional moment, and then we cut back to the comic relief moment every few minutes. You know, what's going on over there? Oh, you know.
Head over. It's the Blues Brothers.
I'm gonna open the door, I guess.
And at first you don't see anyone. Before you hear like a little squeak down below, and you see Norfir there. Clutching what seems to be like a pile of leaves. And looking like he's on the verge of tears.
Gonna glance back to Violet. Why does he have leaves?
Oh, I made my bed into a pile of leaves so that he'd feel more comfortable. Hey, buddy, did you sleep okay? She says very matter-of-factly. Hey, come on in, buddy. What's going on?
I'm gonna kind of nudge him inside, close the door.
And he kind of like murmurs like a quick excuse me as he enters the room before momentarily forgets why he's there because of Sin's room and the giant well, not giant, and the impressive pillow fort. He goes, oh.
Do you like it? You can bring the leaves over here.
And he just kind of like nods and just kind of like scrambles under the pillow fort.
Yeah, there we go. She'll look at Sin. I'm the middle of 5 kids, so she'll look back at Norfir.
That suddenly makes sense. Go back and sit down next to Viola, I guess.
Now we're all in the pillow fort.
So, in the pillow fort, you actually like it's kind of like a little secluded, a little dark. But with Norfir there, you actually now have a source of light via his glowing horns. You do not remember them glowing before Viola, but Sin, you have seen this happen before.
Whoa.
Not to the intensity that you've seen it, but you can kind of tell that he's a little distraught right now.
Like awkwardly pat him on the back.
Oh, hey, buddy, you got your horns glow in the dark. What's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry. Auntie Bloomer says that that happens when I get really emotional.
Emotional? Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
I don't know what that means, but Auntie Bloomer says that if I cry, or get really excited, that happens. So I try not
They were
to.
glowing really bright when we flew earlier.
Oh, okay. It just kind of means when your body's just full of something. Sometimes it could be full of being sad or full of being happy when it's kind of full of one of those. But right now you look really sad. What's going on?
I had a dream. Didn't like it.
Oh, do you want to talk about it?
And he nods before he inches closer towards Yusin. And just kind of like
Oh.
looks at you, Viola.
Do you want to be the middle of the sandwich?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She'll get on the other side and kind of flump against his other side and encourage Sin to let out a wing.
Will, still a little bit awkwardly.
Okay. You are the oh, do you guys have Oreos? You know, like cookie cream in the inside?
Oh, yeah. I like those.
Okay. Well, you're the cream now. We're the cookies. So
Oh.
tell me what's gotten you so sad. What's your dream? What happened in your dream?
You saw my dad.
Yeah.
He looked like he was in a lot of pain.
I see.
And I saw like this big shadow above him, and it looked like it was taking something from him.
Oh, I
But my
see.
dad saw me, and my dad kept shouting, and I don't know what he was shouting. I just know he was shouting, and he put his hand in front of him and pointed it at me, and I saw that stuff came out from his hand and covered me, and the more that happened, the weaker that got.
Sin is giving Viola a very concerned look over the top of the kid.
I'll kind of just nod a little bit. I see. So the stuff that the shadow was trying to take, your dad gave it to you instead? Is that what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't want it, but
Yeah.
it looked like Dad wanted me to have it more than the shadow.
Yeah, that's probably true, buddy. She'll rubber's back. Do you remember this happening? Like, was this a thing that happened?
And he kind of like shakes his head and follows it up with, "No, but I've had this dream before.
Oh,
Many
okay.
times. And every
Have
time
you-
it happens, I get really, really sad."
Yeah. It's a really sad dream. Have you had it since, your dad died? Or did you have it before?
I think I started having it when Dad when Dad
Yeah.
moved on.
It's okay. Yeah, okay. Hey, buddy, can I ask you a question about that time? And if you're not comfortable answering, you can just shake your head, okay?
Okay.
Do you remember, like in real life, not in the dream, do you remember where you were when you found out about Dad?
I was at home waiting for Dad to come home, but he didn't come home after that.
Yeah. And, when did you get the glowy ears, buddy?
I think it was the first time I had the dream.
Okay. Is that, like, soon after you found out about Dad, or when was that?
I think so.
Okay. I see.
When I started getting the horns, that was when Auntie Bloomer and everyone else found me, and that was how I found out about who Dad was, and it really explained it a lot about, when he said he had to go to work a lot.
I see. You didn't know your dad was Horn Justice? Or Horn Judgment?
And he shakes his head. I just thought Dad really liked Horn Judgment a lot. That he dressed up like him. He wasn't the first guy to do that. My neighbor did it.
Your neighbor did that?
He has the inflatable Horn Judgment horns, and he wears it when he thinks people aren't looking.
Huh. What's your... Go ahead.
Sin's just gonna grab the, like, pitcher thing and pour him, like, a mug of hot cocoa.
There's indeed a steaming mug of hot cocoa that gets poured out, and he just takes it and just kind of like nurses it a bit. Thank you. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How do you get so strong? Like that?
Well, kind of a hard question, buddy. Go ahead.
I think I'm supposed to be doing something, but I'm too scared to. But I keep hearing this big voice telling me to be strong, but I don't know how to be strong. I'm not like you. And he kind of like looks at you, Sin. Well, not looks at you, but like peeks at you. I can't fly or don't really have any fancy powers, or if I do, I don't know how to use them. I just want to help, but I don't know how to.
Well, you want to know something? We're still trying to figure out how to help too. And maybe if we work a little together, can find out together.
You mean it?
Yeah, for sure.
Even Grampy Oscar?
Yeah, even Grampy Oscar. That's why he's hitting the town and talking to people. That's what he does.
Oh.
Yeah, that's his skill set. So he's trying to figure out how to help too, because he also is kind of confused. He likes to say he knows everything, but he doesn't know everything.
Oh,
But that's okay. It just means we gotta figure it out all together. So, who's talking in your head, buddy? Who's telling you to be strong?
I don't know. But it's weird because like it feels like I've always known who the voice is, but every time I think hard about it, I just the more confused I get. But I know that whoever the big voice is, I could trust them, if that makes sense.
Yeah. What else does it tell you to do besides be strong?
It tells me that I got this and that it'll be waiting for me when it's ready.
I'm sorry, it will be waiting
Sorry,
for you?
it'll be waiting for him to be ready.
Oh. Okay.
For when he's ready.
Huh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay. Got it. Huh. Okay.
I don't know what to do, but it's like it knows that I'm gonna know what to do, which is weird because I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Well, we don't know what we don't know. Right, Sin?
Yeah, I mean, best you can do is try, really.
Yeah. Just kind of. Maybe we'll find the right place at the right time. And then you'll know.
Maybe. But it's weird a little bit because I don't really feel any stronger. Because,
Well,
Well, that takes
Well-
practice.
well, not stronger, but, when I first had the dream, I got this warm feeling inside that made me feel strong. But lately, I haven't been feeling that.
Okay. Was something else going on when you first had the dream?
And he kind of like looks at you. I don't know. Well, it took more than a few dreams for the bees to show up, and he kind of like points at the horns, which have now, gone from like light to like a dull glowing not LED but like sort of like a nightlight level of light intensity.
You feeling calmer, buddy?
A little.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I can make a roll for this, Mal. Like an information put together roll, but she's assuming that if he can find a way to elevate and control emotions, that perhaps that will increase his power.
Make a straight intelligence check for me. Or straight intelligence roll, rather. Sorry.
Okay. I get +0, so we're gonna spend it in Spo. The dice! 15!
Okay, so with a 15, you kind of like feel this familiarity to his situation at the moment. Given how your powers also seem to well, not your power, but your powers and your abilities seem to stem from like a familiar source of or font of power, which seems to be tied to your emotions. And
Mm-hmm.
you figured, hey, maybe, whatever practices you you have to kind of like keep your powers in check while you're still trying to figure out what said powers are capable of. Maybe it'll work for this kid.
Hmm. Well, maybe we gotta start by not being afraid of how you feel.
Huh?
Well, think about it. When you feel really sad, it's really scary, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay to feel sad. And sometimes when we feel really happy, it feels really awesome, but sometimes it also feels like it's going to be over soon, right?
Yeah.
Well, all of those are okay. It's just kind of what we do with them. So we can feel really big, but it's what we do with those feelings that matter. So, she'll look to Sun. Maybe we should try to find like a training place for him. Try something out.
We could.
You're not talking about giving the 6-year-old weapons, right?
No, I meant maybe find a training dummy and see what happens.
Better idea.
No, I don't think we're ready for the sharp poke sticks. What were you gonna say, buddy?
We could use one of the facilities in the place with Auntie and Uncle.
Got it. So they got a place where they all meet up.
Kind of. They take me there once a week, and they tell me to just try and tap into the power. I don't know.
They don't know. They don't know how to tap into it. They don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Okay. Well, listen. I'm not gonna promise that I know how to, but I think I might know some things that could help.
Really?
I hope so.
And kind of gonna shrug. I mean, you have a better chance than I do.
Well, you're still gonna be there. You still have a purpose.
Sure, I'm just saying. Powers work a little differently.
That's fair. Well, that's true.
Can I say something?
Yeah, for sure.
Auntie Sin isn't the only one I think who's really cool.
Yeah? What else is really cool?
And he kind of like turns a little red around the cheeks.
Oh, God.
And he just kind of like covers his eyes with his ears and mumbles something.
What was that, buddy?
And with your 18, actually, Viola, you managed to make out the name Oscar.
Oscar. Okay. Ah, someone thinks Grampy Oscar's pretty cool, huh? It's a...
Yeah, I mean, he's big and only says one word and people get really scared and I'm like, I want to be like that.
I look at Sin with a grin. I think the next time you see Grampy Oscar, you need to tell him that.
What? No, I can't do that.
Oh, I think he'll be thrilled. And who knows, he might even show you how to do that.
But he might not like it.
Oh,
Oh, he'd better.
we'll make him. See? Auntie Sin's got your back on this. How could you possibly lose?
I mean, Auntie Viola and Auntie Paige and Auntie Lexy are also cool.
Aw, thank you. Well, we'll make sure to let them know too.
I like Auntie Paige and Auntie Lexy's horns and tails and face.
In their face?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got pretty cool faces. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
You'll definitely have to tell them that. They'd like to know they have good faces.
And I think that you're pretty cool too, Auntie Viola. I mean, no one's ever really talked or let me talk as much before you did, and I feel really light inside, and yeah.
She smiles and kind of ruffles his hair a little bit. Well, thanks, buddy. I am just happy I can make you feel better.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I think I kind of look at Sen. We were getting some notifications from our group. I kind of want to make sure everybody's okay before we suddenly leave on them, especially Paige.
Well, Sin's gonna go out to the window. You said it's like 8, right?
Oh yeah, it's really late. Never mind.
Yeah, like it's nighttime now at this point.
Maybe tomorrow?
Yeah.
Let's, you know, it's gonna kind of glance the kid back at Paige. What, like 6?
Yeah, you got a point. I kind of lost track of time. Yeah, we're gonna figure this out. Huh? Oh,
He
okay,
says
buddy.
as he as he's fucking yawning. I can a big boy. And he's nodding
Sleep in the pillow fort if you want.
Yeah, we're gonna arrange the leaves in the pillow fort for him. You okay if he stays here? I looked to Sin.
Yeah.
I can
As long as he doesn't manage to, climb the wall. She's looking at the axes that are hung on the wall.
Yeah, this
shining
shining
a little menacingly in the soft flickering glow of the fire. Well, not fireplace, because your certain aversion to fire.
Yeah.
Just
That's
the
fair,
just the ambience. You don't see an actual fire, but you
Feel
see like the flickering aesthetic to it.
Yeah, it's like one of the fake fireplaces.
Yes, exactly.
I can live with those.
Yeah.
The more he protests that he can stay up, he's a big boy. He can stay up past 8. He's just nodding off. He's just like struggling to keep awake, and it's just like 5 minutes in, and he's just like.
Yeah, Sin's gonna grab like an extra fur off the bed and wrap it around him.
Oh, there we go. I think Paige said she was heading back to the hotel. If you want to meet her, I can watch over him until you're back in your room.
Thanks. I needed to talk to her anyways.
Yeah, I get that. I'll be here.
Okay, so we're going to do a brief zoop back to Lexy and Oscar. Little bit
Alright, let's go.
And you guys managed to make it back to to Heroes Boulevard, roughly around the area. Wait, no, not Heroes Boulevard. Jesus, Citizen Lane, where Paige said that she met a gentleman. Well, gentleman is
Man.
a guy
Man.
who fits the description as the fourth chairman, as he was not described, as Lexy knows of the guy. And yeah, sure enough, there's a brick wall.
Okay.
You have found
Go up to
yourselves in an alley, looking at a brick wall.
I will
Okay.
go up to it. I will knock on it. Does it sound hollow at all?
Nope, sounds solid as shit.
I will
not
put
very
my ear
solid.
to it. I will put my ear to it. Do I hear anything?
You hear the general ambience of Ashayin City's nightlife. The occasional explosion here and there. And just like sounds of fighting overhead.
Let's see here. I'm gonna I'm gonna cast light on just like, I don't know, just pull a gem out of my backpack and cast light on it.
Okay.
So I can see better.
Okay. You now have a glowing gem. For all intents and purposes, you can see clearly. This isn't dim light.
Yeah.
And
Like I have, dark vision and blind sight, but still.
mhm.
All right. Let's see if I got anything else. I didn't think of anything right now. Check my spells real quick. Is this alley the only way to this brick wall?
Yep. It looks like there's no like alley within the alley type of deal. No, it's just you go into this alley. On one side it's Main Street, on the other side it's the other side of the Main Street.
Feeling a lot like that image of Spider-Man with the kid in the background watching him right now. Like,
I will. So how thick is this wall then? Is it just like a brick or two thick, or is it like?
It's a solid wall, is what it is. Like it looks like this the wall that this sorry, the building that this wall is a part of looks to be like one of those like standard like office buildings type of deal. So like this particular
Okay.
alley has the one solid wall. On your way over, it's like glass window / walls on that side.
Okay, I will just go to the exit of the alley and I will sweep down and I will look for clues.
Okay. Make an
That is
investigation check for me.
Can I use my great assistant Alexandra to get advantage?
Yeah, Lexi. Would you go
Yeah.
to system? Okay, so
yeah.
Oscar, you go ahead and roll with advantage.
Alright, sick. Those are both pretty good. Investigation, that is a 22.
Okay, so with the 22, you're looking for clues, trying to find some kind of trace of this this door that that Paige had mentioned, and outside of the aftermath of what seems to be like a battle on around here, don't really see any signs or any like tracks to speak of. Like it, like you even tried kind of like backtracking how Paige even got here, and the footsteps just lead back into the alley. Nothing.
Okay. I will go up to the brick wall. Do any of the bricks seem loose?
With that investigation roll, you try and just kind of like fiddle around with it. No, it just seems like a solid brick wall.
Okay.
And
Alright,
with your passive perception, you are starting to feel like the hobo has been looking at you doing this shit for like a couple like 20-ish minutes now at this point.
So like psychopaths, yes.
Yeah.
I
And
will
he's
look
looking
over
at
the hobo.
and he's looking at the drink in his hand, just going like,
I will look over at the hobo. Can I help you?
no.
Is this your alley?
I mean, I sleep here. Yeah.
Do you often see an individual in a white suit and red shirt come down this alley?
No. It's the first time I seen the guy.
Insight check.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
Probably not. That's a flat 10.
All right, let's go.
You got one
We're on the
back.
case, boys.
Alright, so with a 10 and an 11, he doesn't seem to be like withholding any information from you.
He's like an upstanding member to me,
Mhm.
Oscar.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Okay.
if he fucking took a hot dame, like, I'm sorry, I keep saying dame, a hot woman, like
Wait a minute. Flip rips off mask. It's you, Majima.
You can't fool me.
I mean, shit. You think I'd fucking remember it if he kept showing up with a hot lady and yeah. I mean,
So you saw him go in with her.
yeah.
Did you see him come out?
No. She came out though. But
Hmm.
she came out of the door. I
The
blinked.
door that is no
door's
longer
gone.
there. Oh,
Huh?
yeah. Okay. All right. Nope. You answered my question. Thank you. And I assume because you live here or sleep here, as you've said, that's never happened before.
Nope. First time I seen the guy.
Maybe she's just crazy.
Maybe. Well, no, because then he'd
Well,
also have to be crazy.
Okay.
That's a good point.
First time I seen the gal. But as
So
far
you-
as the
you have
guy
seen the guy.
goes, yeah, I mean, but not here.
Where?
And he
Just
kind of
all
like
over?
points towards the end of the alley. There's like some kind of fucking park. We call it Hobo Palace.
Fuck off.
What? Listen, like, us hobos gotta stick together, right? And no one's fucking using that.
No, not that. Don't worry about it.
All right. Well, so he's been in the Hobo Palace before?
There a restroom over there?
Yeah. I mean, it used to be a public park.
I'm
Okay.
assuming you know more.
Well, you ain't hobo, so don't. I can't really say.
How do you
much
know?
else.
How do you know that's the case? I could be a hobo
We
wearing
dress
a
too
leisure
nice to
suit.
look like hobos.
I mean, that isn't stopping him from being in the hobo park.
Got a good point.
No, like he doesn't live in Hobo Palace. Like,
But he visits, is what you're saying.
not really. Like,
Have you seen him there more than once?
Does he go in and then just sort of disappear?
kinda. Like, listen, I
There's
don't
something under the hobo park that you know about?
know. Make an insight check.
I was gonna say that nose sounded a little suspicious.
Hmm. Did I get an advantage
Um,
because of prior knowledge of hobo park?
Meta-wise, no.
Damn you.
as
I
a
said
player,
she's
no.
played the game. I got it
Uh,
on the record.
You said insight. I rolled a 14.
All right. Okay, Trilby, go ahead and roll another.
Tight, because I'm the girlfriend.
Fucking cheater.
Okay, with a 14 and a 17, you can tell he is lying through his goddamn teeth.
What's under the park?
The subway, duh.
Right. What's in the subway?
Nothing. Train? Doesn't get used no more. We don't got no station down there anymore.
Right, exactly. So what's in the subway?
Nothing.
All right, how do we get in?
Make a
You're full of
persuasion
shit,
check.
and we. You're
I
full of
will-
shit, and we
As
both know
as
it.
she's grilling him on this, I'm going to slowly make my way around him to the exit of the alley, so he can't just run.
Make a persuasion check with advantage for me.
Right.
Mm.
Let's go.
Oh no. So with the 9, he looks very tight-lipped right now. He's like, look, I don't want any trouble, all right? I just
Yeah, look. You tell me how to get in. I won't tell anybody you told me, and you'll never see me again.
you're literally going in there. I'm gonna be
I'm
seeing
gonna be
you.
there maybe once, twice at max. I'm not even gonna be in the city like a week from now.
Then why do you want to go in Hobo Palace? Like,
Because I'm investigating the guy that killed your leader, president. I don't know what your official title for him is. Horn Justice. I'm trying to find the guy that killed him.
and his demeanor kind of changes when you mention that, and he goes, shit, well, Horn Judgment saved my life once. Shit. I guess if you're investigating that, I mean, shit. I mean, I was there when it happened. All right. Promise you don't tell anyone.
Not a soul.
Okay. Women's cubicle number 3. Knock 3 times.
Okay. That's all.
if they ask, flower of the week is cherry blossom.
All right. Gotcha. Thank you.
It's just get the guy, will ya? Dude was
We'll get him.
dude
That's
was
the plan.
he was a good man.
Well, if this gets us where we need to be, then you will be too.
Doubt that. If I was good, I wouldn't be living here.
Sometimes you just make a couple mistakes. It
But
doesn't
not
mean
having
any-
a sick anime hairstyle so you can be a protagonist.
Exactly.
All right.
Just
Um,
be careful. This city ain't what it used to be. It's trouble. There's trouble in the air, and shit. Even I can tell that. I mean, my fucking powers don't work too good no more.
Wait, what did you say?
My powers don't work too good no more. That's why I lost my job.
Is that a common thing? People
of-
losing their powers?
As of late, yeah, I mean, I thought it was just a random thing to happen to me, but no, most of the guys at the Hobo Palace actually, were former supers. And, we didn't so much retire as, we were forced to leave, basically. And if you don't got powers, well, shit. You don't got shit. You don't got shit in the city.
I'm going to ask one question and then we'll get out of your hair.
Mm.
Is everyone in Hobo Palace a denizen?
No, I mean, we got dreamers, we got denizens, we got all kinds of people.
Have all the people who have lost their powers been denizens?
No,
Okay.
I mean, I know this girl, she was a dreamer. She used to be like a superhero or something. And one day, just flying around, minding her business, doing her patrols, that kind of deal, and then just plummeted. And that's when she realized she lost her powers.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. Is that one last thing? Is this a recent development by any chance?
Kinda. Like, they don't want word of it happen to kind of like spread among his people, because
Right.
people kind of like blame dreamers for that shit.
Right. All right. Well, thanks. You've been a big help, and I'm gonna give him a gold coin.
And he looks at that gold coin like you just gave him like a fucking winning lottery ticket. Shit.
Yeah. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself, whoever you are. We've never met.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right, to the Batmobile.
Let's go.
And we're gonna put a pin on that because that is the end of the session tonight.